It's time for another garden update. I'm going to do a quick walk by so you can see what's left and what's not. Probably notice there's a few things missing. Might look a little different. That cucumber cage there is still pumping them out. Now let's get in there and take a look at a few things. You might have noticed that there's a few things missing. I trimmed back the zinnias and I also removed some of the sunflowers that were pretty well done. I also did quite a bit of weeding on the north end. I still have some to do on the south end. Now that we've got some of the zinnias cut back, we can get in here behind the peppers and take a look at some of them. This first one here is called Zavery. Getting quite a few of them with color. I harvested a few of these just a couple of days ago. And the one next to it is the Trinidad Perfume. Both of these look hot, but they're not. The Zavery, it comes in at about, I think, 100 or 200 on the Scoville scale. Really mild heat. I didn't really notice any heat. It was more like a sensation of heat. It's kind of hard to explain, just kind of like a warmness. This is a Brazilian starfish. It's just covered with peppers. We're finally starting to get a few that are getting color on them. So we'll be harvesting some of those soon. And the ahi pineapple's getting some color on those, and it's just loaded with peppers. And the ahi mango, they're kind of a stumpy version. They've got some with color way down at the bottom of the plant. They're very hard to see down there, but they're there. And then the ahi lemon's got a couple with color. But all three of these ahi plants are just loaded with peppers. I've noticed that the Dickinson pumpkins are kind of getting their second wind. Noticing a lot prettier foliage on them. The leaves are bigger and darker and greener, kind of like they are when you first plant them. And some of the older vines are kind of fizzling out, so I went ahead and harvested some. Here's a look at the pumpkins that I got this time. We still have some on the vine, and some of these will be shared with family and friends, and a lot of them will end up in our freezer. I also removed some of the corn stalks that were left and harvested some of the sunflower heads. We're finally able to see some of the fence in places now. We got 2 Titan sunflower heads. Those are the ones on top, and the 3 below are from the Mongolian giant sunflower. I decided to go ahead and harvest these now before the birds started on them. Our one cucumber cage has produced an amazing number of cucumbers this year, and it's still producing. This time we harvested a little over a dozen cucumbers, and that's not counting the ones that ended up in the compost pile because they were too big. If you've never grown Market Moore 76 cucumbers, I highly recommend them. Even though it's getting kind of late in the gardening season, we still have a few things that are new. And this, I was surprised to see this the other day. I got some turmeric from the grocery store, and I stuck it in the ground. That's been probably close to 2 months ago. And I just noticed we have one coming up. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave this here where it's at, let it get some roots established, and when it gets closer to fall, I'll dig that up and take it indoors and try to winter it. And along with the turmeric, I have a little surprise here. I saved some seeds from one of our canna flowers last year, and I stuck the seeds in an envelope and I kind of forgot about them. And about a month and a half or 2 months ago, I stuck them in this pot, and we have one coming up. Thought that was pretty cool. I'll also try to overwinter that. Over here where the corn was, I planted a few things, and we have some stuff coming up. Right here we have some Swiss chard. I need to pull a few of those to make room for them. Then right next to that we've got a few spinach coming up. You can kind of see it. And then down here we don't have, whoops, about tripped over the corn stalk. Right down here we have a few beets coming up, not very many, but I think there'll be more come up. The Mexican sunflowers are in bad need of deadheading, so I'll try to get to that this week. I saw a hummingbird on those this morning, and I also saw a tiger swallowtail yesterday. We don't see a whole lot of tiger swallowtail butterflies in our garden, so we really enjoy it when we do get a chance to see one. This one spent quite a bit of time on our Mexican sunflowers, and we've also been seeing some monarchs. This habanada pepper is just loaded with peppers. I'm waiting for the first one to get ripe so I can give those a try. It's one of 3 peppers that we have that look hot, but they're not. I might do a taste test of all 3 of those together one of these days if I find time. Then this white Thai, it's kind of an interesting pepper. It's really probably past my comfort zone as far as heat, but it just loaded. People that like really hot peppers, this would be a good one for you, I think. But the ones that get some sunshine, they actually turn purple. But the ones down in the foliage, they stay white. So there's kind of a mixture of colors there. Then we have the Sugar Rush Peach. And some of those are getting ripe. So I'm going to be doing a harvest of those soon. And they're still getting lots of blooms on it and still getting lots of little peppers for me. So I'll get some of those picked off, and I think it'll really pump out a bunch more. And this crazy chocolate bootla over here, it's got a whole lot of peppers on it. And there are some starting to get some color. I pretty much picked the Otis clean not too long ago, and it's already pretty loaded up with peppers, and they're still setting on. Lots of blooms up the top. They're kind of getting their second wind also. Just really getting some nice new growth at the top. And same way with the albino bullnose over here. Getting lots of little peppers up the top and some nice new growth. So I think we're going to have plenty of sweet peppers. This one's got quite a few on it. I'll do a quick walk by of the ornamental peppers here. That's the Midnight Fire, the Conga. Probably noticed some of these peppers don't look so good. I think the grasshoppers have been eating on those. New Mex Easter, Medusa, Purple Flash. This is a really cool pepper. I like that one. That's a poinsettia. It's got peppers all over it, but no color. I don't know if that's even a true poinsettia or not. We'll see how it turns out. This is my little grocery store jalapeno. I've been using those pretty regularly. It's worked out pretty well. Produced some really nice big peppers and still getting blooms. The Hot Pops Purple and the Explosive Ember. Then we have Black Pearl right there, and this is some sort of a hybrid that came from a Black Pearl. Peppers are bigger, the plant's a lot taller, and the foliage isn't as dark. Then we have marigold coming up and all the other stuff. And over here, looks like I got some peppers I need to pick. There's a Kourbaki pepper. They're really good tasting when they're red like this. Yeah, I've got a lot of pepper picking to do. Got some buena mulatas in there. And here's some fish peppers. Yeah, this needs to be all trimmed back. I'm going to be harvesting sweet potatoes soon, and it'll look a lot different once I pull those sweet potato bags out. This pepper is almost, well, it is about chest high. Getting a lot of little peppers on the top, but I think it's some sort of a hybrid. I saved the seeds from a poblano, and the peppers look kind of like a poblano in shape, but they don't get that dark green color. And I tried one the other day, and it's a lot hotter than a poblano, so I'm pretty sure this is a hybrid. I'm going to be harvesting a bunch of those this week. I'm just way behind on my pepper harvesting. Well, we can see peppers right here. There's a bunch of them need to be harvested. This is the hybrid row. My hybrids that are a cross between an Oda and some unknown hot pepper. They've got lots of peppers on them. Then I pulled some stuff out back here by the fence, and I see a gigantic cucumber that I missed that was under this pepper plant. But anyway, we got a lot to do still. I've been enjoying the cooler weather and getting some stuff done, but still have lots to do. While we're over here by the Trinidad scorpions, I got to show you how loaded that one is. Hopefully we'll be doing a taste test on that soon. I've got a taste tester that's lined up. He's a pepper eating machine. He's eating the Carolina Reapers and the chocolate Boulas. Here's that fig we have in a container. I put it over in the side yard here. I think I'm going to put it in the ground here pretty soon. I thought I would show this topsy-turvy tomato tree. I'm not sure how old it was when I got it. I got it as a gift, but it had been in the box stored somewhere for who knows how long, but it didn't even make it through the entire season before it started to rot out, so it's pretty well finished unless I can think of a way to make a homemade bag for it. We've also been picking some more eggplants. This is a ping tongue. They get a lot darker purple when they get a little sun. But we've been getting quite a few of the rositas still, and a few ping tongues and a few matoyos. That's a quick look at what we've got going on lately. Let us know how your garden's doing, and if you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Otherwise, like, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.